let's talk about TVET in your constituency. I realized that you actually commissioned one at TAG. How did it start, and why do you find the need to even commission that?
Okay, I got some interesting revelations, and maybe we as a country, we haven't taken a closer look at it. All those who have traveled out of this country to any of the European countries, any foreign land, you would see that the private sector drives the growth of that economy more than the government does. The government creates the infrastructure, all right, but development, creation of jobs, having to get the economy to grow, to boom, is the work of the private sector. Unfortunately, here in Ghana, we've lost it because our academic curriculum is not developed to imbibe in its creation of jobs. Let me give you some interesting numbers. Over 900,000 complete SHS every year, or GHS every junior high level every year. And this statistics you can get between 2020 to 2024. Out of this, only 6 out of 10 are able to feather from GHS to senior high. Even after the senior high, the free SHS. This
the
statistics
verdict.
I'm giving you. You can go to the statistics service and then you get this data. What it means is that over hundreds of people are unable to even get onto the next level of education, in spite of free education. What comes to mind? Most of these people end up in artisanal trade, or they end up doing nothing. Then when you go to the SHS level, about 460 students graduate every year. Out of these 460, only 161 are able to feather to the tertiary level. So you see why the government came up with an initiative to get people the no stress policy, so that having to get admission fee to further your education should not be a headache to you. So let's assume this project started last year. So it means we're able to get quite a number to roll on it. But over 300,000 people every year are left off the hook at the tertiary level. And the most interesting part is that at the tertiary level, there are over 109,000 complete or graduate from our universities every year. Each year, out of these students who graduate, only 1 out of 10, that's about 10%, get ready jobs to do in a public sector, or having to get somebody, a private sector, to get to absorb you. It means the 9 that are graduating the same year that I completed with you, 9 of my classmates were not able to get jobs, ready jobs to hook onto. What are we building? Right from the JHS level up to the university level, we have created backlog of people who are looking for jobs, who are looking for employment. Meanwhile, elsewhere in other countries, right from day one that you step in class, they help you to identify what you can do with your hands. What you can do with your hands. So in spite of your first degree that you are pursuing in economics or whatever, there is something that you can equally do with your hand. And that is what is lacked here in Ghana. So all these people are left unattended to in the job market. And this has happened, let's use only 2020 to 2024. This happened over 4 years. Put the numbers at JHS level, put it at senior high school level, and then at tertiary level, the unemployed graduates. And then we tell you that we have unemployment rate at 12.3%. These figures are good for stats, but the real unemployment is about 40% of our youth, our working population, are unemployed. And they are seated home. When it comes to my constituency, they are under the trees.
The verdict.
When it is sunny afternoon, all they do is they are under the trees and they don't have anywhere to go, nothing to do. And you know what they have resulted to? The youth today are abusing drugs than never before. Why? Because the young guys are feeling frustrated. They feel that there's nothing to be done, and our educational system is equally not helping. Let me give you some interesting revelation. Gone are the days, some time ago, when there was no free SHS, there were people who, right after junior high school, they identified themselves that they cannot pursue the normal academic line. So they will go through the artisanal trade. Then they go through that trade for 3 years, either being a fashion designer, a cosmetology, a hair, beautician,
and all that.
Yeah. Today, all these people end up at the senior high level. They are unable to further to the next level. And they also find it difficult to come back and learn something, either fashion design or beautician, hair beautician, or cosmetology or whatever. They find it difficult because the moment you mention it, he will tell you, oh, I've completed SS. Don't be a my SS now. They see it as time wasting because they've spent almost 3 years furthering their education, and they should come back and learn that for another 3 years. Yet this same person will be in the house for more than 5 years doing nothing. So you find that challenge, and this challenge is what is causing a lot of crime in our communities. So in 2021, I decided to help some young people go into some artisanal trade, and that was TVET. I took them to Ramsey vocational training, and these were all these people I took. They had completed senior high school. Some did catering, so those who did catering, they further to do hospitality management. Those who did fashion design and others, they advanced to get certificate in fashion design, either at National Proficiency 1 or National Proficiency 2. So this shows that that person has some level of training in that. But unfortunately, there are some kind of works that you don't need your senior high school certificate to do. You need an MP1, which is a National Proficiency 1 certificate, for us to know that you have an idea of fashion design, you have an idea in beautician, cosmetology, electricals, electronics, something.
Pedicure, medicure, and all that.
So the basic things we do. Is it not interesting to you that contractors here in Ghana go to Togo to bring people to do our POP? POP is a course or a program under TVET which falls under building construction. Plumbing works. Are we not seeing that opportunity for our young men to tap into it? Because our young men, after they've gone to the senior high level, they find it difficult to come back.
But
and
they
then
don't see it too attractive.
Yes,
they feel they've gone beyond that.
No,
especially after SS.
Yes,
they feel they've gone beyond
exactly,
that. So they don't find that attractive.
Because we have not. In fact, one of the best things that happened to us was the law on TVET, TVET education, and how we have made it and made it look like TVET should have its own administration, which it is. Now, as we speak, the Commission for TVET is doing a great job. And all TVET institutions, like the one I've opened at ProEast, have been accredited. So you cannot just do anything on your own. Whoever passes through that institution is recognized with a certificate. And that certificate, fortunately, is not only recognized in Ghana, it is recognized all over the world. Because they know as you hold that certificate, it is a license for you to be employed on that particular thematic area. If it is about home management, it means you are somebody who has a lot of experience, and these are practical based, so it is called competence based training. TVET education is competence based. It's not about the grammar. It is not about whatever you know. It is about what you can do with your hand. Is it not interesting for you to see a building construction expert who have gone through TVET, you tell the person, I want a 3-bedroom flat. Build it for me. This person goes down, draw it, comes back to you and tell you that it will cost you this much, meaning he has done the quantities, he has done everything. You give him the money. The learned, you give this person the money, he builds it for you. You move your family, everybody, you go and stay in it. What do you think? You think such programs are for dunderheads? You think such levels, or at that point, we should leave it for people who the tree, I don't want to use the English because that is quite straight, but we feel that those who go into TVET are those who didn't actually succeed. But unfortunately, that is the level of education where the genius, the people who are highly intellect, are. Look,
but you see, no, but Honorable, I'm glad we are having the conversation. It's a big issue.
So what I'm trying to say is that yes, it's a general problem. Until we come back to the basics, where our people, our students are trained with a level of idea that we are creating our own engineers, we are creating our own fashion designers, we are creating people in our technical space, our electrical engineers, to help us develop our own country. Trust me, we are not going where the country should go, should head towards. And that is where I find so much delight in, that this government, upon everything, is trying to make the TVET education popular. Look, as we sit here, the government has made it a priority to make sure that there are technical, not senior technical schools. You know, we have senior high technical. No, we are talking of technical schools. We used to have technical schools those times, but at the point they've all been turned to senior
technical,
yes, secondary technical.
Yes,
but we are developing technical schools for technical aspects
courses
to be handled by the TVET services. So the Director General for there's a Director General for TVET, and there's a Director General for GES. You know that. The TVET services is looking at all the technical aspects, and that is what Ghana we are lacking. So I believe as we are going that trajectory, we are going to bring it back until we get the basics right. My brother, look, the polytechnic education was introduced by the late J.J. Rollins. And the whole idea was that we should get our polytechnics to polish up our technical students. So, my time as an accounting student, I was given the opportunity to serve in the various markets for internship. So mine was not to go to the bank to go and work. Mine was not to go to the more structured institutions to work. Mine was to be on the field and then help people who needed basic bookkeeping. So in that, and look, whenever I tell people I've never struggled looking for a job, from the very day I completed till I became an MP, I've never sat home saying I'm writing an application for employment. Because I got my first job when I was writing my thesis, my final year thesis, and I became an accountant to a poultry farm. Because I've been visiting the poultry farmer and I saw how he was handling it. I said, no, director, the way he over cow. No. So he wanted to know more. Then I started basic bookkeeping. How much did you buy the feed? How much did you buy the best? When we put together, how much do you pay your staff? How much eggs do you get in a day? Then I started doing structural basic bookkeeping for him. Then he started paying me. How much was that? 100 cedis. I was so happy. Young man, me new school. Yes, I say I make 1 million. You get it. And I rented my first room in Kumasi. Before national service, they posted me. I was already working. So when they posted me, I asked the man, "This is my NSSS letter. Me kwaswanya juma na one NSS phone kasa, and I'm So, me no mbekasa. He went, he tried, but he couldn't succeed. So I went to do my national service. Weekend, I come to him and still support him to do the work.
And he gave you some coins.
Yes. So that was, so my colleagues, it will interest you say, even after how many years? 2008 till now, some of my classmates are still not employed.
Wow.
I'm so as an MP, I'm so honorable. Wow, you get it. So what I'm trying to say is that until we realize that we need technical people. So me, I saw my course as a technical thing. I have hands-on experience. How do you balance off your account? And on the it's so the polytechnic education was not. So you saw that those times, the university one was more like wakwaya accounting but when you share jumama, it was not the practicality. That was how the polytechnic education came about. But today, it's like anyone in the technical university is seen as, and I say, oh, they go school, papa. You get it. So that mentality that we have, it is making us create a lot of grad ones who are not able to fit in the job market because already the jobs are scarce. We don't have a lot more of these jobs. So the reason why we are going this route is why the TVET center. So I bought a TVET center to now give the young men and women who have lost hope because they cannot get themselves into the security services. I told you, I have almost 1,002 applications of the security in each of them. So immigration,
okay,
about 1,002, police, 1,002, fire service, 1,002.
Why 1,002? Why two? Why 1,000?
Most of them have applied like 3.
Like it's the same thing.
Yes, they've applied. Most of them. Oh yeah, we know. So now we are on fire. We are on fire. Can you imagine? So what I'm saying is, we have a lot of our youth. And how many are we picking? How many is Ghana going to be able to absorb? And even if we absorb all of them, where are we going to get the money to pay all of them? It is something for us to keep thinking about. Meanwhile, today as I speak to you, I'm telling you there are POP guys who are brought from where? From Togo.
From a different country. From
other countries to come and work on our various construction sites. Yet, our own youth.
And that's what you've done now.
Yes. So as I speak to you, we have 4 course areas. In fact, I would have done more, but the space where I started the program is not big enough. So we started with only 4 programs. And that is fashion design, hospitality management, that is the catering aspect. Then we did electrical engineering and then electronics technology.
Interesting.
This is what we have done. And we're going to train the youth. Interestingly, my center is only one of the best, the state-of-the-art equipped within the Far East region. When I say the Far East, in Bono East, we also have the Far East. The Far East consists of Atebubu Mountain, Sene East, Sene West, Pro East, Pro West, and then so 5. These are 5 constituencies within our enclave.
Great.
And we don't have some of these facilities. So I brought it up so that people who are having the technical education can come and have their practical skills there. So when you go to the fashion department, we have the state-of-the-art, current, modernized equipment, which will help the child know exactly what he's doing, which will make the person who is training know exactly what he's into. So these are some of the things we've done for our people.
All right, so a few messages here, but just to remind you that I'm having a conversation with Hon.Emmanuel Boam. He is the MP for Pro East constituency. So